Next part, subject descriptions. You will want to create a fitness scale. First, you're going to record each subject's age and gender, and then create a fitness scale. This is the very first thing you do under subject descriptions. A fitness scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the most fit. You can say subject will be rated self-rating with a fitness scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the most fit. You have to explain it. Don't just use it, or else that number doesn't mean anything. Note if your subject smokes or has any health issues, and once again, please do not use anyone with heart issues. You'll want to include if they do yoga a lot, if they're very active. A lot of people use their children, frankly, because we have a lot of non-traditionals, and so they'll talk about if their son plays basketball on the junior high team or whatever. So that all fits. All right, so procedure. You'll do a step-by-step procedure that you write. Subject sits, resting pulse is taken before activity. Number 2, what are you going to do? So this is very, very clear steps. All right. And after you get it done, if I were you, I'd use the checklist because it's what I go through when I give you feedback. And so look at this to see it and check it off to see if you have each of those things clearly addressed in your procedure. Clearly addressed. Not just, sometimes people will say, no caffeine. Well, that's not going to do it. So read this and use it. It will save you time, big time. All right, now let me show you an example. This is in our, this folder. And it's also, a copy of it is also in the blog. And you can print it off right there too. So, all right, so here's your brainstorming questions. I didn't totally answer those because I prefer not to give you the answers to those because pretty much everybody's pretty much the same on that. All right, part 2, hypothesis. If the subject, this is the jumping jack one that I just read, then the heart rate will increase when measured by pulse, taking the rest immediately after completing the activity. All right. Oh, what if I don't want to do 30 jumping jacks in 30 seconds? I can actually use a video, Uptown Funk by Bruno Mars. They will do 30 jumping jacks, jumping to the beat of. You must have that jumping to the beat of, not just listening to, not just having that music, listening, saying the music is on. They have to jump to the beat. All right. So let's look at the variables that are controlled. Subject ingests no caffeine in 5 hours before the activity. Subject attempts to conduct experiment on a normal day. Subject will not conduct activity if ill or exhausted. Well, I actually said you could if they're not really bad. You know what I mean? So don't risk their health, but you'll want to take that rate from them. Self-rating the morning or afternoon or whenever you run the lab. Subjects will all conduct activity on Saturday. That's what I decided on this one at 9 a.m. No food at least 1 hour before. Sitting when pulse is taken. Cell phones and electronic equipment will be turned off, so no distractions. So I've got some variables there. Now, fitness, 1 to 10 scale with 10 most fit. So you'll see that I write that in there. So I've just identified my scale. Then I go through each of my people and describe them well with a fitness level and any added information that will help, as well as age and gender. I often put their first names in there just so you can use it because you'll fill out lots of stuff about them. And if you start saying subject 1, subject 2, it gets a little confusing for you actually. All right. Here is the start of the procedure. And then when you have this all fine-tuned and perfect, and I have posted a yes, go ahead, you're ready to run this experiment in your comment, you will collect observations. John laughed several times. Guess what? Laughing raises your heart rate. So that's going to be something that you'll refer to in your analysis. Good observations on each and every person, not laughing, sweating, quite winded, face turned red. Those are all great observations that you can use in your analysis. These are just as important as the pulse rates. All right, so this is half your points for data. This is the other half of points for data because you need both of these to refer to when you write your conclusion. So now you have everything worked out and you're ready to enter it into your blog. How do you do that? Well, here's how you do it. So here's my empty blog. I want to not create a new blog. I just need to edit this one. So whatever my title is, I click that little arrow that's at the end of my name or your name and then edit. Now we're in a format that I can go in and add my hypothesis, my variables, my procedure. That's what you'll do down to your procedure for your first approval from me. And then once you fill it out how you like it, you post your entry. Then send me an email and I'll go and look at it and give you feedback. And I will, as I said before, add it in a comment. So there'll be a comment down here for each time I comment with you. It'll be written here and I'll email it to you as well so that you know that what's going on and that I've looked at it. Then look at your comment, figure out what you need to switch, and go up here and edit that to make those changes. All right. Any questions? Email me, and good luck. I look forward to reading and hearing about all your labs. This is actually, for me, the most fun I have all semester. I hope you do too.